Mr. Van Orten for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dr. Hensley, I just want to say that we prayed for the entire state of Texas this morning at conference. It's just devastating. And if there's anything we can do to help, please. Losing a child is something I'm familiar with, and it's horrible. So I want you to know that we're with you here. And that's a bipartisan thing.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome,
Appreciate
sir.
that.
Who is taking the lead tracking this new world screwworm? Because it's not just going to have a devastating effect on beefers, it's going to ruin the state of Wisconsin's economy as far as dairy goes. And so who in this group is actually the focal point? I learned in the military that if everybody's in charge, no one is. And we need to make sure that someone is.
That's a good point. I think right now, of course, USDA is the primary agency because they're monitoring what's going on in Mexico. Texas Animal Health Commission is very involved in Texas, working with USDA. We're involved. There's a weekly call between Texas Animal Health Commission, Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, ourselves, Texas Department of State Health Services, and the USDA's veterinary services staff in Texas. And I think that's very important. So we're all hearing what the most current information is about where that screwworm is and what's potentially being done. You know, there's money has been, I think, given to Mexico to try to retrofit a fruit fly plant down there. That's going to take time. There's efforts to start a plant there in Mission, at least to be able to rear some of the flies that come from Mexico or Panama for release. But all of these things take time. So I think surveillance is going to be extremely important. And that's going to be everybody in the state of Texas is going to have to be involved in that. But I think as far as leading the information right now, it's USDA and Texas Animal Health Commission.
Okay.
And I think everyone so far in the state is working together. Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been very involved. We did a online talk here a few weeks ago. There were 4,000 people that signed up for that to hear what the current status is, what is New World Screwworm. We've got a population now even of ranchers that have no idea. They weren't alive back then.
So, Doctor,
yeah.
let me, hold on a sec here, please. So I'm going to have USDA and OMB in my office tomorrow morning at 08. If you're around, if they deliver your luggage tonight, that'd be great. I don't care what you look like. We're from Wisconsin. I'll give you a Miller Lite at 8 in the morning. No one cares. They're going to be in tomorrow morning, and again, that's a real invitation if you want to come. It's right upstairs here. But what type of relationships do you guys have with your foreign counterparts? So, you know, this started down south. There's the plant in Panama. There's one in Mexico. There's one in actually the state of Georgia. And we're going to talk about trying to retrofitting these. What type of relationships do you guys have with your Mexican counterparts and Panamanian counterparts?
Okay, us as a diagnostic lab, we really do not have contacts with the Mexican officials.
Would it be helpful for you to do that, and can I facilitate that for you?
I think where we need to be, we need the current information, and whether that's coming from us working with the Mexicans or we need to have the current information coming from the USDA, and that goes back through the Texas Animal Health Commission. To me, that's where we need to be sure that everyone there is getting the most current information. And I think they've been doing a good job of trying to keep us updated on where that screwworm is. Is it still moving north?
Well, I think they have a tremendous economic incentive to do so because we get a lot of feeder cattle from Mexico, and that has stopped.
Yes,
Right.
we have a tremendous incentive to do that.
Yes, sir. Well, with that, I yield back the balance of my time. And, sir, sorry, before I yield back, I'd like to get a hold of you later.
Yes, sir.
And if anybody else would like to come to that meeting tomorrow morning, that's a real offer, too. I yield back.